Your weekend forecast.
Yes. I thought I was done with the short sleeves and the shorts. I had to go through the closet, be like, where did I leave that tank top?
It's just going to get warmer?
Yes.
I packed some shorts today, too. Like for working out, like outside. It's like,
you're going to need it. And it's going to warm up quickly. That's the other thing. So as we're looking ahead to the weekend, many of you want to be outside. You got to adjust your plans because the temperatures are going to be warmer than normal. We're not quite used to this around this time of year. And one of the reasons why it's going to be warmer than normal, we have high pressure that's going to be building over the west coast, and it is producing some offshore winds, some breezy winds. So we are seeing those winds right now, feeling them through the I-5 corridor in Ontario as well. So these are breezy Santa Ana winds, and this is a spot that's under a wind advisory. This was extended. It was set to expire at noon yesterday. It was extended until 2 o'clock. The winds will weaken as we head into the afternoon and over the weekend. And there's a view from San Pedro. Areas at the coast are waking up to some patchy fog, but gradually we're all going to be under sunshine. And the temperatures this morning are warmer than yesterday. We're in the 50s. It's cold in the deserts and mountains. You got to bundle up there. But look at this afternoon. Rays 4 days, highs in the 70s at the coast, 80s inland. And yes, it gets warmer over the next 7 days. I'll be back with that. Right now, let's check on the drive. Happy Friday, Robin.
Happy Friday. Looking forward to that. That's my kind of weather. We're going to head over to the 101. It's looking better now. We had an accident and a brief slow down South 101 Alvarado Street. We had a crash blocking the right lane. It's gone. All lanes open. Traffic is moving well past Alvarado, continuing into downtown LA. Your drive time is going to be under 15 minutes starting back in North Hollywood. We're clocking it from the 170 split down to the 5, so that's really good. A quick drive time for the 110 between the 5 and the 105. No issues for South 5. 16 minutes out of Sun Valley from the 170 down to East LA. You're also looking good out of Santa Clarita and the Newhall Pass. No problems for the 14. It's going to start picking up soon. You have time to beat the rush. Heavier traffic is on the way. Right now, you're averaging 30 minutes for South 14, and the 405 down to Inglewood looking good as well. A quick 23-minute trip. And just a heads up, if you live
inland, we have these breezy winds. At the coast, we have patchy fog. Gradually, it all clears. We're going to be under sunny skies. The sun will be up today at 6:30, setting at 5:42. We're at 11 hours, 12 minutes of daylight. Let's make the best of it. The weather warming as we head into the weekend. I'll get you ready for it. Who's ready for that warm weather?
Oh, two hands up. Two hands up. Whoop, whoop. I am ready. Yes, looking forward to sunshine and warm temperatures. And actually looking forward to the commute. We're off to a good start this Friday morning. We're checking your drive through the OC. It's nice, light, and smooth on the 5, the 57, and the 22. That's what we like to see. We'll check more after the break. Stay with us.
Sending him good vibes. Hope he's doing better in the coming days. Amigos, here we are looking at the weather on this Friday, and things are going to be warming up. But before I get to those warmer temperatures, look at the view from LAX. All is calm and conditions look okay, but there is some fog near the coast. In fact, visibility at LAX is down to 2.5 miles. Temperatures right now in the mid-50s, and we're just a little warmer than yesterday. So near those coastal locations, we are seeing some low visibility. Inland visibility doing just fine. And check out these temperatures. They are warmer compared to yesterday. We have numbers in the 50s and 40s, so it is a pleasant start to the day, but it is very cold over in the deserts and in the mountains where the temperatures are currently in the 30s and in the 20s. Now, under the sunshine today, we're going to be seeing these numbers rise even more. Highs are going to be in the 70s and 80s, more than 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. With the exception of our friends in the deserts, things are going to stay cool for you. Pleasant 60s, and over in Big Bear, 53 degrees. Now, we do have a wind advisory in effect until about 2 p.m. for the LA, Ventura County Mountains, the San Fernando Valley, and the I-5 corridor. But this morning in the Inland Empire, we're also waking up to breezy conditions. We don't have any wind advisories there. The winds seem to be below that threshold. But look at the weather as we head throughout the day. Through about 8 a.m., it's still breezy just below the Cajon Pass. And through the evening, look at how these winds are going to start to diminish. So we are headed for some weaker winds as we head into the afternoon, evening, and even into this weekend. It's this morning when we're seeing those breezy conditions. Now, the combination of high pressure building on the west coast and this offshore flow is going to boost our temperatures even more. For example, in Burbank, 77 today, tomorrow 82, and by Sunday, mid-80s. Keep in mind, the average high for Burbank around this time of year is 67. So we're going to be 10 to 15 degrees above that today and through the weekend. Our bodies are not quite used to this kind of warmth just yet. As you start making your plans for the weekend, just a couple of things I got to remind you about. Remember to stay hydrated, to wear lightweight, light colored clothing, apply sunscreen, and if you're going to be outdoors, reapply every 2 hours. You want to adjust your outdoor plans to the morning or in the evening when the temperatures are not as hot, and a reminder to never leave children or pets in cars. Remember these tips because we're going to need them over the next several days. When we look at that 7-day forecast, there's no cooling on the way. The numbers are only going up, and there's no rain either. Our forecast is warming up and drying out. We've got upper 70s today for the base in Orange County, and then we're going to get into the 80s on Sunday and stay there next week. At the coast, temperatures in the 70s, but a reminder that the water quality is not good. Brittany Hope is over in Pacific Palisades, and she's going to have another report for us in the next hour to talk about those beaches that you need to stay away from. The valleys and Inland Empire will have 80s through the weekend, and then next week we could get into the mid 80s by the middle of the week. I'm even seeing some weather models that are showing 90s. The 70s this weekend in the high desert, the low desert in the 80s. This is where we're going to see those 90s next week. And finally in the mountains, you've got temperatures in the 50s, gradually getting to the 60s on Sunday through next week and staying there. Please be safe, everyone, and hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Now to traffic. What's up, Robin?
And moisturize.
Yes.
Someone told me one day, stay moisturized. I was like, okay, what does that mean? A sunscreen, I guess? I'll stay moisturized. We're checking in on Metrolink. We have delays on the 91 Paris Valley line up to 30 minutes. It's related to issues from yesterday. So they're experiencing some congestion related to signal issues from yesterday. So trains are behind schedule this morning, traveling between downtown Riverside and Fullerton. Once again, delays on Metrolink, the 91 Paris Valley line up to 30 minutes. So please plan ahead for that. Traffic's starting to pick up now that we're approaching the 5 o'clock hour. Not bad, just more cars on the road. We're at 36 minutes for the 14. That's from Palmdale off to the Newhall Pass. 15 looks great. Under 40 minutes Oak Hill to Corona, and no problems for the 91. It is wide open, a 36-minute trip from Riverside heading to Buena Park. Pretty good for a Friday. Today in LA returns after the break. We'll have more drive times for you ready to go.